Froggy, do I have a situation tonight that we need to discuss?
Ooh, I'm interested. You've got me intrigued.
I'm afraid.
This is a classic Troy conundrum, as they say on Wikipedia. I'm going to need some advice, not only from you, but from the Naish. Not even so much advice. I've already decided what I'm going to do about this because that's the way my mind works. Right. But I want to throw this out at you guys.
Wait, before we begin, are you looking just for affirmation? Is that what you want from us right now?
Well, I'm interested in where everyone leans on the situation.
Oh, okay.
This is going to bother me, and I'm glad we're streaming tonight. Otherwise, I would just obsess about this all night long. But the minute the stream stops and the minute the after party stops, I go right back to Obsess Town. So my wife and I went out of town for a couple days. And really, since we moved into the house, it's the first time that we've left town together. Obviously, I went out for Glass Cannon DC, Glass Cannon Live DC, Glass Cannon Live Boston, and PAX. But that was pretty much it. And then she had to go out of town once. But we've never gone out of town together. Now, we have 2 cars. We left one in the driveway. I shut all the shades, left a couple lights on, made it look lived in. Obviously, there were some packages that were delivered and left on the porch. Neither here nor there. Walking around, watering the lawn, getting some things set up before the stream. And I said to my wife, wife, what is going on with this pest trap outside? Because when we moved into the house, the previous owner had a pest trap outside that was hidden under a rock, hidden on the property, kind of like under a brick or something. And he said, yeah, I do that. Basically, you'll never get pests. The pests eat this, they take it back, and they explode. So he's just like, hide under this rock. Don't worry about it. They go back, and they slowly die a horrible, painful death in their lair, but they don't come into the house. I'm like, awesome. I won't even worry about it. I don't want my son playing with it. But it's hidden under the rock. A couple times Archer's gone over there, like, hey, get away from the rock. But it's a brick. It's a heavy brick. I noticed that it's out. It's sitting out beside, not even beside the rock where the rock could have jostled it, but out and over, away from where it was. So I'm like, Sam, did Archer get over there and move that? And she's like, no, I saw it and it was actually there. I'm like, well, that's odd. Now, we have been having some raccoon trouble because I left the trash out one night and a raccoon toppled the trash, tore it apart. I'm like, the fuck? So I'm like, I bet you that won't happen again. Next night, same thing. I'm like, all right, well, what if I do this? And the raccoon just opened up the lid, climbed inside, got everything I wanted, climbed out, didn't knock the trash over. I'm like, all right, I'm going to keep the trash in the shed. Maybe it was the raccoon. But why would the raccoon move a brick, pull this little trap up? There was no food over there. There's no reason for it. And she's like, I wonder if someone was coming here looking for a hide-a-key and thought that was a good spot. And that's all she needed to say for the wheels to start turning in Crazy Town.
No. Oh, no.
Because I'm that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Because now here's the thing. I'm like, well, why would they leave it there? Like, if you're going to be a criminal, why not let me put that back. I didn't find a key. Let me put that back. Make it look like I didn't touch it. Maybe they got spooked. They ran off. So then I come back in the house and I'm like, what is going on? Like, only the neighbors would have seen that we left. Otherwise, people wouldn't have known the Amazon packages and stuff. Are the neighbors weird? Are the neighbors in on this? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go look at the screens outside. So I start walking around the perimeter of the house. And I think to myself, if I was going to break in, I know which screen I'd go to. I go over to that screen, and sure enough, it looks like it's been pried slightly open. The screen is a little bit bent, and it looks like someone tried to move the screen over. So then I go to the next screen, same shit. Got a thief trying to break into the old La Valley Castle.
Oh, man.
Now, listen, there was a time before we moved in, when I was bringing some stuff to the house and I didn't have the key, and I was like, fuck, and I tried to open some of these screens. But I know, being as OCD as I am, that if I had broken one of the screens, I wouldn't have been able to sleep that night. I would have had to go to Home Depot, find that exact screen, and change it. So I don't think I caused that in my frenetic rush to try and get into the house. What I did learn that day is it's impossible to get into the house because I tried every single window. But I see this, the screen's bent, and it looks, she's like, I don't know. I'm like, look, this isn't like, someone broke this to try to get in, realized the window was locked, and gave up, and then tried another screen. Am I crazy, or did someone try to break into my house?
I think that you might have actually found the location of Sly Cooper in real life. I don't know if anyone remembers the Sly Cooper series of video games, but it's about a raccoon that is a cat burglar, nay, a raccoon burglar. So I think a highly intelligent kind of hamburglar situation with a mask and a hat, raccoon with like a little, the suction cup with the sharp point that can cut through glass so you can reach in and grab the jewel away from the lasers. I think that's the situation you got.
Are you happy? You were the first one to offer a suggestion? Mm-hmm. Are you happy with that one? Mm-hmm. I'm going to leave that out there. Does anyone else have something?
Troy, I think
Let's say it wasn't Sly Cooper.
Okay.
I think you are vastly underestimating what the threat here. Why are you worried about thieves and raccoons when the threat is clearly bears? A bear came by, accidentally knocked the brick aside, and didn't give a shit because that bear was like, there's food in that house. I'm going to go for the screens. And then the bear was like poking at it with its nose, with its paw, and then... there was some noise. A car drove by. It was like, I'm going to the next house. Bears.
It's not a good theory, and that's all I'll say. Clearly it was a hand. Country. It was a hand like pulling at it. I could see it wasn't a bear claw, and there would have been like ripping on the screen. I got big fucking claws.
It was using its snout.
It was a hand trying to wedge its way in, and that's what bent the metal on the screen. Because I tried it myself, and I'm like, yep, classic hand bend.
Classic.
So not a bear, not a fictional raccoon. Anything
raccoons
else?
do have hands. Real raccoons do have hands.
Does anyone think that someone's trying to break into my house?
I think, no, this is when you were just gone, you said.
Yeah.
When you were just out of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously a thief.
It could be a kid, though. It could be like a neighborhood kid who's like, hey, the new people they wanted to have like a party in your house and like leave, and they didn't have the credit card.
What if it was a couple?
To get like an Airbnb.
Not a couple, but what if it was like some young people on like a second date, and they were like, "Hey, it would be funny. We should break into a house together and drink some wine. Be rebellious and dangerous." And then they couldn't get into your place because the screens are too tough. Maybe it was just a romantic tryst.
Is this what
it'll never happen again?
Is this
Do you think this is some wild sexcapade?
No, I'm stealing from, is it Eternal Sunshine? I think it is.
Yeah.
Eternal Sunshine. Yeah.
It is. It would have to be a teenager, someone with like lesser conviction to break into your house, to get it pried open, but then just give up and leave. Why would they give up?
This is Westchester, not Camden, New Jersey. I mean, what is what is happening? Like when I moved in, I'm like, do I need any type of security? It's like, no, you can get a Ring doorbell. You'll be fine. Don't worry, I'm calling ADT tomorrow morning and getting the full package. Where a guy who like walks my perimeter 24 hours a day is like, "Where's LaValle? Everything's fine." I'm assuming that's the full package, but that's my decision. I'm getting ADT because I need the peace of mind. Because right now, I'm assuming someone thinks they're smart. Someone thinks, LaValle's are gone. I don't know what they're going to take. They're going to take my camera, my beer, not my precious beer.
Well, hang on. Let's review for a minute. You think that a thief broke into your house, tried to break into your house, but didn't, moved your pest trap out from under the brick looking for a spare key, but left the packages on your doorstep?
That's the weird thing. But like the packages are out. I thought about this. The packages weren't that valuable. And maybe
they have access to your Amazon account?
Maybe they weren't there when the packages arrived. Also, like you got to put yourself right at the front of the house stealing a package. You're much more susceptible to someone seeing you. I was looking around the back and the side of the house.
I thought that you had cameras everywhere. Just only inside?
I have the Amazon Blink cameras, but the way they work, you have to actively watch them. That's just to make sure the babysitter is doing what she's supposed to do.
Oh my God, Troy. Well, you should just invest.
It's not for thieves.
You should invest in thousands of dollars of outdoor constant surveillance that only deletes like every 3 or 4 days. And
that's what I'm doing.
Sure,
tomorrow.
You're watching. Yeah.
No, you need at least a month.
I don't think it costs that much.
You need a month worth of storage, at least.
It's like cheaper than Netflix, and they give you like 19 security cameras and a guard and a pit bull. It's not a lot of money, and then you get that little sign out front, and then people see the sign. They're like, "Well, he's got the sign."
Sam must be a person of infinite patience to have to live with you.
Oh, yeah.
Well, she's the voice of reason. She's like, I don't know. I'm like, look, I could see a hand trying to come in here. But she agrees. She thinks ADT might be the way to go. Because why take a chance? We got a baby. We don't have any valuables.
She's got a husband with
keep valuables in the house.
Unabiding anxiety. Just get the ADT and not have to deal with Troy.
Right? I think it's right.
You know what?
I'm not crazy. Well, I am crazy, but I think someone was trying to break it.
Why?
What kind of world do we live in? There's enough going on. You got to break it into the Valley Castle? Break.
We had
sorry, Grant. I should install something where someone tries to break in, coronavirus right in their face. Yeah, this is what you get for fucking breaking in, just
a
like a
trigger
green mist, like an 80s wrestler. Coronavirus.
Weaponized coronavirus.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find Skip. Come over. I want to get your blood sample and rub it all over my doorknob.
It's like the anthrax in the envelopes that used to happen. Come on. Well, in good news on the home front, I have life-changing news. Life-changing news.
Oh boy!
I got a
Please
dishwasher.
What? Whoa!
Wow.
That is life-changing news.
Skid dragged it in. I left it outside, and I was like, was my father-in-law here today? And then, nope, it was just my good neighbor Skid doing me a big solid. Heavy thing, sits on the countertop, detachable from the sink. Beautiful machine. I've done 2 loads. About 2 hours a load. Gorgeous. Just amazing.
Question is, Skid helped drag it in. Can he wash his cereal bowls in there?
Yes, but only if he can get through the screens on my door. If he can peel them away.
Only if he can get through the security system and the coronavirus trap.
Yes.
I like the coronavirus trap. On set, 1D, 14 days.
Well, it freaks me out now. I'm going to be worried about this because I know I'm crazy. I know that since I moved in here, I was like, why are the security lights going off? But I got over that. I've gotten used to living outside of the city. But that's all I need is to see a moved trap and broken screens.
You're ahead of the game because by the time Archer, and if you have any other children, I don't know if that's in the plan, become like angsty teenagers that want to sneak out at night, the security system is choice. Because if you don't share the code with them, it's going to go off. And they can't sneak out anymore. And you want to stop them. Even though you had fun sneaking out, and you know you had fun sneaking out, you want to stop your child.
Maybe I'll just raise them right, Grant, so they don't pull that kind of shit. They were like,
I never snuck out in my life.
Really?
Right. Neither did I.
Really?
I just had permission to stay out late because I was responsible.
Exactly. Me too.
Oh.
I might have abused that privilege, but
I bet Joe was out at the local cheesesteak stand. He'd come climbing up the vines outside, and his mom would turn on the lights. His face covered in cheese. Where have you been? You been with a girl? Oh, I was getting cheesesteak. Go to bed.
Oh, it was a Pat's.
I just imagine him climbing with the cheesesteak in his mouth. So he's like,
I was at Pat's.
Pat Regan, that nice young girl? No. Pat's cheesesteaks. Shove in my face.
We go to Gino's in this house.
This is a Gino's house.
Oh God. Well, that's all I had today. I was so upset about this. I didn't prep anything. So just banter. Let's banter for a couple hours, a couple solid banter. No, we're going to jump into what I can only assume is going to be a humdinger of a sesh. The kind of sesh that you look back on and are like, ooh, I really regret a lot of the things I did. The kind of sesh where you as a player might be like, I don't think I enjoy playing this game as much as I thought I did. Unless you do really well and you're like, ha, I do love this game. It'll probably be the former. You guys have been roaming around old Carpad in Nidal. Nidal, an entire section of Galarian whose claim to fame, its sort of thing, is that they're all Zon-Kuthon worshippers. The Prince of Pain. People walking around covered in scars, missing fingers and other digits. Why? All in Zon-Kuthon's name. So you're here investigating something, and your investigation last time led you to the local chandlery because you found out that the captain of the guards daughter went missing. You'd heard this from the Baroness and some other people about town that in addition to a virus, a disease spreading throughout town, a disease they call tallow throat, where people get pale and goitery and sick, there's also people missing. And so you've been tasked by the Baroness, along with the Baron, in a certain way to investigate this. And she has promised you, the Baroness, to make it worth your while, or with her father's money, basically. So as you walk into town, you see that the captain of the guard is about to burn 3 fetchlings, 3 Kyle, at the stake, blaming them for the disappearances, blaming them for the disease, and just burning them. They were just out shopping, you find out later. They're like, burn them! They're the ones that did it! Luckily, you're able to intervene. You free them, they go back to Shade Row, and then you interview this guy, and he tells you, my daughter went missing. So you go and you investigate, and he is just like sullen in the bedroom. You talk to the wife, go outside, and you find little flecks of wax in the grass. Doesn't look like there's a struggle. No signs of struggle, no signs of a fight, no signs of any foul play per se, but little flecks of wax that lead you to think maybe Katerina, the Chandler, had something to do with this. Mom tells you, like, everybody knows Katerina. My daughter knew her. That seems very, very strange. You go there and check it out. You open the door, wax golem to the face, right to the old dome. You handle it with ease.
Very handsome wax golem.
Probably the best looking wax golem you've ever seen, or will ever see in any adventure. You go into the next room, start looking around what appears to be Katerina's bedroom, connected to her shop. Find a lockbox under the bed. Find some pamphlets on building a wax golem assistant. You go downstairs, and you see a body laying on the floor. Its throat exploded outwards. And you think to yourself, and I didn't say this at the end of the last session, but like I imagine this like David Lynchian moment, moments that we've had many times on the show, on the live show, and on the flagship show, where in that moment you're looking at her neck, and it's just like that whirring fan from Twin Peaks. In Laura Palmer's house, and you're just thinking back to walking through the house with the captain of the guard and like giving a sideways glance into the bedroom and seeing him laying on the bed holding one of those goiters on his neck. And just as you start to put the pieces of the puzzle that he was sick too, 2 shadows emerge to most likely kill one, if not all of you. We all know about shadows. If you don't play Pathfinder at home, they're terrible. They're incorporeal. Most parties that we play are ill-equipped for them. And the damage they deal is strength damage. Take enough strength damage, you die. Let's make matters worse and see who will be acting in the surprise round with the shadows. Please roll a perception check to see if you saw them coming at you.
Oh, boy.
You say
Of course we did. You told us last week. We saw them.
Now roll the check.
How many is them?
Looks like 2, could be 6.
Gosh. Oh boy.
Just one single perception check. What'd you get there, Crystal G?
That's an 11.
That's an 11. Looks like someone should have got ADT. You would have seen those shadows coming a mile away. All right. What about you, Joseph P?
28.
Not too shabby.
Shabbaroo.
Looks like you'll be acting in the surprise round. What about Braven, the Obgoblin?
16.
I'm so sorry, you won't be acting. But when it comes to perception, no one has a higher base score than Karazor. Karazor, what did you roll?
First of all, I want to apologize. My internet is very bad tonight. I can only hear about 60% of what people are saying.
God! No wonder he wasn't eating up my jokes.
Yes, sorry. But I got a 4. I got a 4 for perception.
4.
No.
Grant, he brought the dishwasher up. The least you could do is give him some Ethernet.
I'm trying to get that big drill to drill through the house. I can't get it processed right now. It's COVID, you know?
Come on, Mr. Roper. All right, roll for initiative. Joe, you will be joining my 2 shadows in the initiative round. All right, excuse me, in the surprise round. This is brutal.
Brutes, magoots.
Skid, you'll have to watch this one back. There's a thief trying to break into my house. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh,
I think it's
no.
you. All right, what did you get, Braven?
16.
For initiative or just for perception?
Oh, that was sorry. I apologize.
It's okay.
That is for initiative would be a 17.
A 17. Ooh, I should have taken your first. Alfonso.
7.
7.
So you see it, and then you're terrified.
Oh yeah, I'm terrified. I mean, right now it seems as Alfonso is channeling me and my pure hatred of shadows.
You never did cast Alfonso. Maybe he's played by you.
Played by Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. And you should, I should share the picture. I have an amazing picture of Ryan Reynolds that looks exactly like Alfonso.
Share it. Send it to Grant. He'll throw it up. In the meantime, Karazor, what'd you get for Inish?
Oh man, he is delayed.
It's coming. In the meantime,
Did you call for me?
I did, yes.
It's a 7. 7 initiative.
7. Okay. I would assume Alfonso is higher. So Crystal Ghost.
17, and I have a +4 bonus to tie break with Grant.
Braven. What's your plus?
+4.
Oh, we got a roll off.
Let's do it, baby.
$1,000 to directly.
Grant, don't forget to add your bonus, Grant.
Go to hell. I hope you die. 17.
Another 17.
15.
I'm so sorry. All right, so you got a 15. That's lower than a 17.
No, it's not. My initiative roll doesn't change.
Yeah,
You just go after Grant.
It'd be funny if you rolled a 1 like, oh, looks like the Crystal Ghost is going last this round.
Listen, Troy read The Art of War. He knows how to take control of these situations.
Can you imagine a tie-break situation where if you lose the tie-break, you just lose everything?
That sounds like a great beginning to a screenplay.
You guys, let me take you to the map here. Remember this old map? I don't know why I'm doing it now. I should have done it way earlier. There are your shadow friends. They'll both be going first this round.
It's a nice big room.
Really, there's a lot of room, a lot of space to explore. You've got one right next to Braven. Spoiler alert, he's coming after you. And then the other one will be coming after Karazor, it looks like. Let me switch to objects and tokens. Here comes a attack on Braven. Braven, this is against your flat-footed AC.
Yup, and I will be unable to use my immediate action. Damn it.
It's true. All right.
No.
Chris, roll of the night to hit against flat-footed AC. 12.
Miss.
Question. It's flat-footed touch. I forgot.
Okay, then that's a hit against my regular touch, yes.
Make your touch AC and then remove your dex bonus, and I'll just roll the strength damage.
Go for it.
Man, a crit on this would be 2d6 strength damage. 2 points of strength damage. I'd like to remind those of you following along at home, if you get to 0 strength damage, you die and turn into a shadow. This one is coming after Karazor. Karazor, this is against your flat-footed touch. Also a 12.
Yes, that is a hit.
4 points of strength damage.
Oh, not to Karazor.
To Karazor.
Not to Karazor.
So you see these things just like, these like wraithy type shadows just come wisping up and touch straight through Karazor and Braven's body, sapping them of strength. Maybe from where you're standing, you see their shoulders start to slouch a little bit as we enter the official round 1. And it is Braven's turn.
No, it's Alfonso's turn.
I'm sorry. It is
the end of the surprise.
Yeah.
I'd like to do a knowledge check, please, to see what I know about shadows.
All right. Do it. You want me to tell you what kind of knowledge? It's religion.
It's religion, is it? Religion, you say? That is a 27.
Ooh, I'll tell you everything you want to know. Obviously, incorporeal. Obviously, they're doing touch attacks for strength damage. Oh, God, yeah. You... I'm looking if there's any other thing that can help you, and there isn't.
So they're just incorporeal.
They have undead, they'll help you. They have undead traits, so I think that's what anything with a fortitude save, they're immune to. So that's the best thing that can help you, the undead traits.
Okay.
I'm leaving nothing on the table that I can see right now. And if I see something in a little bit, I'll tell you because you rolled very high. Unless you're dead, in which case you won't be able to share that knowledge with your friends.
Sure.
What standard or move action would you like to take against these shadows? The shadows know.
Alfonso is going to use a move action to just get out of there. So he's going to go upstairs. Give himself a little bit of room. Yeah, so
okay.
I guess about 10 feet up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll say that there's 15. You know what? I'll give you what would actually be stairs, and before you get onto the other map, I'll give you the squares there to use. So you've got you could move another 10 feet. If you move 15 feet, you're back on that other map. Fair?
Yeah.
That's if you want to run like a coward. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Round 1, it is Braven's turn. Braven, you've been touched by an angel. What do you want to do?
Touched by an angel. Braven is going to immediately pull his water shield up around him while taking a 5-foot step back and will point blank range attack the creature that struck out at him.
I'm going to throw this out there. You don't like it, you throw it back at me. Is the water shield going to help you against touch attacks?
Yes, it goes up by 1 point.
It does. Okay.
Yep,
Then good.
according to my sheet. So it's not a lot. My touch is 11 now, but instead of 10. So you still have a really good chance of getting me. It's
great.
It's really, even if it didn't help, it would be a defensive reaction for Braven at this point. So from a character,
You don't know what else is in this room.
Right.
Sure.
So Braven, and you said they were incorporeal?
They are.
Okay. So
I didn't say it. Alfonso said it.
Yes. And the good point is that I've just looked this up. Does my kinetic blast affect incorporeal creatures? Yes. It's treated as a magic weapon. Boom. So here it goes. Should be half damage, I believe.
Yep. Spell like
17 on the dice. Sorry to interrupt.
Beautiful.
24 to hit.
24 to hit is a big old hit.
All right. Have this damage. Nice
will.
roll. 17 points of damage.
Oh,
so 8
and against
points of
this dude
damage.
right next to you, right? The
Correct.
one that hit you.
Yep.
8 points of damage. Not too bad. Great start. Great start from the only guy that can hit them.
And it's just religion that's applicable to these, right?
Yeah, and honestly, I'll tell you, there's nothing else.
Okay.
There's nothing else to know. Alfonso would have shared everything with you.
Got it.
It is the Crystal Ghost turn. Crystal, what are you thinking? Talk it out. Talk it out for me. Talk it out for your friends. Talk it out for the audience.
Oh, I don't need to, Troy. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
3,000 of them.
The Crystal Ghost will draw an oil from her sash. And as a move action, and as a standard action, apply oil of magic weapon to her glass longsword.
Oh. Interesting. Oil of magic weapon. Okay. I just want to go look at my incorporeal traits real quick and make sure that that's going to help you.
Magical weapons do half damage for incorporeal creatures, right?
I think so. It sounds right. I just want to make sure.
Skid's nodding in the background like he's reporting on a hurricane somewhere. He's like, yes, that's right, John. Yes. A few seconds delay.
Okay. I think that's fine. If anyone else has a comment, let me know. I cannot load the page right now. I think I'm using Skid's internet.
I don't know, man. I think it. Pretty sure.
When I
Pretty
apply
sure
it,
they
becomes a +1 longsword.
Yeah, no, I think it does. I fucking have this all here, and I cannot load the page to save my life.
What page are you trying to load?
Just the incorporeal traits.
It's magic. Magic weapons do half damage is incorporeal.
Okay, then you're fine.
But I can't do anything this turn because I had to draw the oil and apply it. So that is my turn.
Right. Okay. Then moving on, it is their turn. It is their turn. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right. This one down the bottom that attacked Karazur is going to slide up and try to touch the crystal ghost. Natural 20.
Oh no!
No.
Come on, Troy.
I got home earlier today. I was outside doing some CrossFit, thinking about this moment, and I remember I was like, "Holy shit! If I confirm a crit, that's 2d6 strength damage. That could be enough to a low strength character."
Troy, are you hoping that if you do CrossFit threateningly enough in your front yard, it'll scare away the robbers?
That's why I do it.
Shirtless?
That's why I do it.
Shirtless?
Guess it's not working.
You're having your wife wax you before you go out there, just to be.
She's out there
baby
shooting
oil?
a video that's projected on the front of the building just so they know what they're getting into. They try to step into the Valley Castle. To confirm against touch AC. Cracked eye.
God damn it, LaValle.
It's cracked on a 19 too. That's how honest I am. They call me Old Honest LaValle.
You're hitting against touch AC. Why do you need to be honest? You can hit me on anything.
It's true. I believe that is a 16 against touch.
Yes, that confirms. Oh, God.
Oh, man. And
Oh,
this is a name
no.
Shadow. It's Shadow Stevens.
Fuck off.
You believe it? That is
So
gonna be-
I did not roll up a backup character because Troy told us to do so about an hour before we got on.
You should
So-
just do that. You should just do that without me telling you. That was a gift for me to be like, just so you know, if you want to be professional, you should probably roll up a backup character.
But then that wouldn't give me the opportunity to ask the Naish what class they'd like to see.
And you're
What's
just.
your
Are you doing this just for tonight, or if you survive, will this definitely be your next class? Are you locked in? How locked in are you, Matthew?
I guess it depends on how much I like the character I'm about to build. I'm about to slapdash build while the rest of you try to kill the shadow.
Okay.
I can
More
tell you one
importantly-
thing. I'll like it better than a vigilante.
Crystal Ghost will be mourned for centuries to come. Long
Hey,
after Matthew.
I love the Crystal Ghost and the Professor. I'm just not a big vigilante fan.
2d6 right here. More importantly, $50 to direct relief. What's your strength score? Just if people are interested in seeing. Obviously, the highest I could roll is 12.
I have a 16 strength.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah, you're fine when you try to attack with a 4 strength next round.
Oh no!
Only one of them has been hit. At least you'd put that oil of magic weapon on there.
The
All right,
weapon
here we
will
go.
survive.
2d6. They're rolled. They've been rolled. 4 points of strength damage.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
Three, a 3 and a 1. This is where I need a bottle cap. You know what? I'll reroll them both.
classic LaValle.
the
Overhype,
reroll-
under-deliver.
The reroll was a 10. So it just shows you that could have been a lot juicier.
And
I'm always confused when Joe's strategy when Troy has us in a corner is to antagonize. It's just like immediately just piss off the GM as much.
Meanwhile,
as you can.
but he's on the stairs. He's yelling down like,
I have one
Yeah,
foot
that's
out of the
okay.
encounter.
like, once I kill the 3 of these guys, I'm coming for you, O'Brien. All right. It's the other one's turn. And he comes right up to Braven. Braven standing right there. Braven hit him with a kinetic blast. He sees that water shield and he laughs at it. He laughs at it. Never know if there's a 9 or a 6. That is going to be against touch, not flat-footed, just regular touch.
regular.
10.
That's a miss. That's a miss. Thanks to the shield. Yes.
Thanks to the Sloman shield.
Oh my god. that's
ADT
amazing.
Sloman Shield. State Farm.
It's amazing that's probably the only. I'm exaggerating because I don't know any fucking spells, but that might be the only shield that affects your touch AC because most shield bonuses don't give you a bonus, does it? Do they? Like, does magic mage armor doesn't give you a bonus to your touch, right?
I don't know.
Am I crazy?
I haven't used
Touch
mage
is
armor.
like through armor.
Yeah, I think the only thing that gives you is deflection, and
I mean, natural armor. Does natural armor bump your touch?
no,
AC?
No,
no.
just go straight through natural armor. I mean, if that's true, that is absolutely enormous, Grant.
That's what
Absolutely
my
enormous.
sheet's reading as. That's all I can go by.
I believe it. It is Alfonso's turn. Alfonso, you're up on the stairs.
This is so horrible. I have no idea how to deal with this. All right, so Alfonso is going to just drop his torch on the ground in front of him, and he's going to pull out a weapon, what's it called? A ghost salt weapon blanch, and apply it to his rapier.
Okay. What does that do? It's like does it add the ghost touch property?
Yeah, it gives it the ability to do full damage to incorporeal creatures for a single hit, and I can't even do it for another. It's going to take forever, but it's just so brutal. I could do the oil of magic weapon. I should probably just do that, but I don't know. We'll see what this does. I can fall back on an oil. Or I could also say, Corazon, if you fall back, I have an oil. Could make your weapon magical. Fall back behind me.
We've all fallen back in oil once in a while. Maybe tonight would be the night you do. It happens. We've all been to college. Karazor, you're up. Obviously, your strength is a little sapped here, and your friends are dying around you. What would you like to do? Meanwhile, I'm looking up water.
I hope you can hear me.
We can.
We can hear you.
I am going to run. I think I'm going to have to take an attack of opportunity, or two actually. I'm going to run back behind Alfonso, and I'm going to pull out. I'm just going to let you know like my whole plan, and then you can do what you want.
Sure.
I'm going to run back. I'm going to pull out oil of magic weapon as I'm doing it, and when I get behind Alfonso, I'm going to apply it to my weapon.
Okay. That should only provoke once from where I'm standing, because you're going to pull away from the one that was right next to you that attacked you and then attacked the Crystal Ghost. But the other one is next to Braven. But that will provoke. We're on the old cat's eye.
Come on, miss this one, LaValle.
Cracked eye.
Natural one. Natural one.
That is going to be 13 against touch.
That will hit.
1-3 against touch. Oh God, this is 2 points of strength damage. To Karazor, but you do you are in position now with your oil out.
Oh God.
And then you want to apply it, right? Was that what he said?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
All right, so that is his turn. Top of the new round. Everybody's fine. Everybody's doing great. It's Braven's turn. Braven, how you feeling strength-wise?
I am, my base strength is 10, so I have 8 now with the damage, although it's still reflected, as Joe has pointed out many times, with damage versus drain and all that. But, not good.
I'm looking at Shroud of Water here.
Yeah, no, my touch is always 11. I don't know why it said 10 ever. Sorry.
gonna say,
it is not changing. Yeah,
Shroud of Water definitely did.
I simply misread looking at it at the beginning. We're good. I wasn't cheating. It's always been 11.
I'll tell you what, if I surrounded my house in a Shroud of Water, those guys would have got in.
They wouldn't have. It's true. That's why you gotta get the
no one got
sprinklers.
in.
No, they shut up, Matthew. Just go with the joke.
He's just gonna find a brick right by his bedside.
I'll call ADT. Do you have the Shroud of Water package?
I'm sorry, we only have the mage armor package.
We only have
the
mage armor.
only Shield of Faith, maybe, if you want to pay a little extra.
Oh, I didn't really want to splurge for Shield of Faith. Graham, what are you thinking here?
Well, first off, how does heavy loads affect your movement? Can I still 5 foot
I don't even know about your personal life.
Oh! You know what?
Yes, you can 5 foot step.
I can 5 foot step, but I can't 5 foot step anywhere that will get me out of a potential attack. Could I like acrobatics
Or,
flip
well,
behind me onto the stairwell? Is that something you'd allow, Troy? Something cool? Raven
You want
tries to do a
backflip onto the stairwell?
backflip onto the stairwell behind me.
We talking about a Flav backflip?
Flay backflip with only a +2 to acrobatics, so most likely a failure.
But in games parlance, you want to acrobatics to avoid the attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah, try it.
Going out of the box.
Of course. Tense rolls always end up flying across town.
13
He
total.
throws it and you just see Skid downstairs. That'd be a good bit.
Yeah.
My eye.
It would work with the delay, too.
We have 13 total.
13 total. I haven't heavily studied at CMD, but maybe. Let's see.
Come on, baby.
No, that is going to provoke.
All right, go for it.
All right.
Which
I'm gonna stick
resolves
with my-
before my attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
yes. Now and forever. Natural 20.
Oh, no! He only has 8, dude! He only has 8!
Oh no.
Oh my God. When you said, I didn't say it aloud, but when you said I only had 8, I'm like, oh my God, if I had rolled that crit against you and got the 10. Natural
No.
Twanzoni.
Braven.
Thursday night.
I have a vote. If this rolls over and you're permadead, I have a vote for a class for you.
Cleric.
Blood kineticist with the exact same build. With amazing damage, amazing healing. I love this guy.
Can we talk about all the problems here? If your spellcaster gets killed, it's really going to cause some major problems in the long term. Let's take one step at a time here. Let me just reach over here to take another sip of my beer.
Oh, come on. This is cruel and unusual punishment.
Then, because I need to confirm the crit, I will reach over, take a sip of water. Just want to make sure that I'm fully hydrated so that I can read the number on the die when I finally roll to confirm this crit. Hey, think about it, Grant. $50 for direct relief. There it is. Against touch AC.
What is it? What is it?
9.
Yes! Oh my God, that was torture.
A confirmed crit.
That was torture. By the way, we're putting up a celebrity. Alfonso for this right now, because that's the type of handsome man you want to look at.
Oh, there he is.
After your life. That's how I feel inside. I feel like he looked at me and I melted.
Can you make him shake a little bit so I can do his voice?
Yeah,
Sure.
we need to have
go
it.
talk, and I'll try to do it in time.
Like, hey there, Braython. You do not look so good. You nearly avoided the crit. I don't know why I made you French. Anyways, that is only going to be 1d6 instead of 2d6. Absolutely insane.
Insane.
6 points of strength damage.
No!
Don't forget, these things aren't dead. I don't need a crit to kill Braven. I need one more clean hit.
It's true. The question is, did I get up on the stairwell though?
Big old 6. You did get up on the
Okay,
stairwell with the rest of your friends. Looks like everybody's good except for the Crystal Ghost.
Time for Bravoni to take a little shot zoni out at
Oh,
the
man.
Shade zoning.
at the Shade Zoni. I was watching the first episode of the newly relaunched Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix the other day.
Yes, so was I.
And do you remember the cop? The cop with the Maryland accent? He would go in and out of
Yes.
it real deep. And I just turned to Angel and she has no idea, but I was just like, I gotta hand that guy Natty Bohun right now.
Yeah.
Right.
That guy, Natty Bo, the Jim Palmer.
He sounded like all my uncles. Because the Philly's the same. It's the same as Baltimore.
Yes! 18 on the die, 25.
Don't mess with Grant, dude. Do not ever mess with Grant in a fight.
Same damage, 17 points of damage, 4 and a 5 on the 2d6. So
You know what? I don't like to. It's gonna. I don't want to mention the chat too much because I don't want to affect our podcast listeners. But they are mentioning since it was an unconfirmed crit, exploding dice.
but it's not. Is it? That's on.
It was the
That's
natural
on physical damage though. You've never done this for something like ability score damage, nor would you.
Nor would you. You sound like my mother.
You wouldn't allow us
Nor
to.
would you.
You wouldn't allow us to. I'm sorry your mother uses proper grammar, Joseph. Joseph Patrick O'Brien. You wash your mouth out with
He
soap.
objected
What
to.
I'm saying is what my mother does is tell you what you're thinking.
Yes.
You would never do that, Joe.
I am not going to take now to do it, but
Oh,
it would be pretty interesting, right? No, I'm going to give him the old-fashioned way.
I totally forgot that it was actually exploding dice.
Yeah. But Grant, I'm not doing it because of your horrible argument. I'm doing it because I'm not that cruel.
Got it.
He's
Got
gone
it.
soft.
How many-
soft in his old age?
How many points of damage would that be? It was 17, so
17,
8 again?
so 8, yes. I wish it was 18 to get to 9.
It is still alive.
Oh
However,
my god, we have to leave.
I think you guys are doing great. It is the Crystal Ghost's turn. Crystal Ghost, you got that oil magic weapon. All this time I could have been looking to make sure that does half damage, but I didn't. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I took a bunch of strength damage though, so let's see if I actually hit anything. But I'm gonna take a swing. I'm gonna leave power attack on because the fewest amount of hits is probably gonna be best for this, even though if I might miss. Let's see. Natty 16. 20 to hit.
Dude, I was ready for that natural one from you. Just the head and hands. Natural one.
Oh,
that is a hit.
Are you striking at the one that hasn't been damaged yet, or the one that has?
Yeah. Strike at the one that has been damaged.
Take a
then
5-foot
you-
step Zoni.
But then you put yourself between them and you're definitely 100%.
He has already rolled to hit the
I
one
already
that
rolled
he
my
has
damage.
hit.
All right.
I've been attacked by it. It would make sense for me to. Well, let me to metagame for a moment. And
Oh, I'm
step
sorry.
over
Is the
there.
Crystal Ghost not a tactical genius?
Crystal Ghost has been sapped 4 points of strength.
Oh, it wasn't intellect that got sapped. It was your strength,
is-
moron.
16 points of damage, so I imagine that's just 8.
That's great. 16 is great.
Yeah.
With that strength damage and everything.
Power attack. Plus, it's a +1 weapon now.
Can't beat a power attack.
8 points of damage. That is pretty great. I'm not gonna lie, it's very good. And now, does your oil stay active throughout the rest of the combat, or is it a one oil John?
I think it's duration, right? Time?
It's the duration of the spell, right? So
It's 1 minute. Should be 1 minute.
1 minute, yeah. Okay, and then the Crystal Ghost. Oh, here's the tactical question. Do I run up the stairs and give somebody else a clear shot through and save myself, or force them to come to us? Oh, but Grant is the next one.
Raven's got 2 strength.
He's
Grant,
got 2 strength. He's a hit away from permadeath.
Grant, I don't want to hear any shit from you for the rest of the night because I'm going to stay where I am.
Oh.
Wow, that's so kind.
Did you ever know that you're my hero?
So yes, it can be harmed only by other incorporeal creatures, magic weapons, or creatures that strike as magic weapons, spells, spell-like abilities, or supernatural abilities. We all assumed as much.
Dude, does energy work for it too?
Maybe
Energy
Maybe it
damage?
does.
Like, I think Magic Missile is full damage on those.
Possibly Grant Sony. But let's see whose turn it is. It's the Shadow's turn.
The Shadow knows.
Both Shadows.
Wait, did you miss me again by any chance?
No, I didn't. I don't think I did. No, it goes Shadow, you.
Oh, there was AOOs. That was all AOOs. Cheapers.
Okay. First one attacks Crystal Ghost.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Oh, God.
this is just
And you can't stop rolling 20s.
crack die.
Man,
Miss. 7 against touch.
Missed.
huge. Oh, God, my heart is pounding in my chest.
The other one slides over to you. Tries to hit you, Crystal Ghost. Natty 18. Hits
Okay.
you for
You're okay. You're okay.
3 points of strength damage. Alfonso, you are up! Everyone's still alive! Everyone's still alive!
Hold them there, Crystal Ghost. You're doing fine. And he's shaking, and you see the fire lighting up the bottom of his face from his torch that's sitting on the ground at his feet. And he's trying to be slow and not rush it, but he's slowly running the rapier through the torch as the salt begins to burn and turn the weapon incorporeal. And that is a full round action.
Karazor.
Karazor.
I am in a pretty rough position here. I can't do. First of all, I know how long the delay is because I can hear Grant freak out upstairs, and then 3 seconds. So I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead, and I don't want to hold because I wouldn't know when to jump in. So I'm just gonna run through and incur attacks and get to the one open space where I can attack.
Wow, that is ballsy. So Karazor is going to rush through to the open space, incurring 2 attacks of opportunity. Wait, have they already taken their attacks of opportunity?
No, they just went. They just went. So
it resets?
It resets. I mean, it depends on how you want to do it. You could reset it at the top of the round or after their turn.
Well, which one took an attack of opportunity?
They both did.
Yeah.
One against Karazor, one against the Crystal, or once against Braven.
Wait, no.
I think only one took.
Against Karazor last.
They definitely took one against me because I tried to move, and that
They did,
did
okay.
too.
So they both did. That was in this round. But you're saying, Joe, that one could argue that because they went, it resets the round?
For them, I would argue that. All I'm saying is if I was at the PC, I would say that my AOO had been reset if it was my next round.
Well, this is huge. I don't want to, pussyfoot around this and get this wrong, because, I mean, this could leave Karazor at next to no strength.
Yeah, it could.
And this is why I know all of you are rapidly looking up the answer while I'm vamping.
I don't think there is an answer. I think that it's an interpretation thing. It's about how you define round. We've discussed this on other things besides AOOs. It's like, when does certain things tick? Is it on your turn, at the start of the round, at the end of the creature's turn that cast it? Like,
our good friends, the Naish, are saying left and right that it does provoke. So Karazor, remember this, has bravely sacrificed himself to save you all if you want to start moving around, because now their round will reset. They will both try to take touch attacks at Karazor. The first one, 22 to hit.
Come on.
Second one,
Rolling rocks.
cracked die. 11 to hit. Did the 11 hit? I meant to ask.
Yes, 11
The
hits.
11 hit too. Oh. All right. First strength damage. 3. Second strength damage. Oh my God. Another 3 for a total of 6 strength damage.
Ooh. Okay.
You'd think it would be 1d4 with these creatures. Nope.
Okay.
1d6. You're there, Karazor. Talk me through this. Are you like limping your way to that open space?
Yeah, I think I'm a little shaken at first because I had a few points of strength drained, and then he's just, as he's like kind of bullying his way through the line of his comrades and past these creatures, and they each touch him in turn, like the paddling of the swollen asses in the Stonecutters episode. And he's drained more and more, like as he like finally gets free, and like he weakly tries to lift his greatsword, now magical, up over his head, and he chops down on whichever one has taken damage.
They both have. You want to attack the one that's taken the most damage?
Boy.
I would assume so.
Yes, whichever one is taken.
Yeah, whichever shadow is
man.
bleeding the most, has the most visible wounds.
Well, I'm sure he's been watching the battle. Looks like Braven got a couple more hits in.
It does. I rolled it. It's a 10 to hit anyway, so. I only have a +1 at this point, so.
Oh my god.
Well, you could have done it. You could have hit. So it was a viable strategy. Just.
I mean, if Karazor goes down, just remember what he did for you here. It's the top of a new round. And it is Braven's turn. Braven, one hit away from permanent death.
And now that I'm on the stairwell, do I have any type of protection, or can that shadow reach out at me? Does it seem like it could hit me with a attack of opportunity? Oh no, it's taking its attack of opportunity.
It has taken its attack of opportunity. You don't know if it has combat reflexes, but I did tell you that Alfonso pretty much knew everything that it had. Okay. I would say that standing there, it could attack you, and you would get cover.
Right. So I'm going to take my last moment of potential threat to these creatures before I hightail it out of here to launch one last water blast. Let's see.
Question.
Yep.
Well, it can't provoke, so even if that was a spell type thing, you're fine.
Yep. Here we go. Fudge. Let's see what the total is. The total is a 13 to hit.
That's a miss.
Oh, God.
Braven looks back at Alfonso and says, I gotta go. And then just hightails it out of there. Back a little bit. He's ready.
Karazor, he's too far in.
Oh, my God. I gotta go. That's one of my favorite quotes of all time.
Just you can see it too.
His eyes just huge. I gotta go.
I could see everything. The flickering firelight, those weird shadows in the room. Crystal Ghost and Karazor about to die. He just slowly turns. I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but something is going to happen, and it is the Crystal Ghost turn. Crystal, I asked you, and I don't think I listened to the answer. You used that oil. Is it now no longer magical? Is it a one-shot, or does it stay magical for minutes?
It stays magical the length of the duration of the spell.
Thank Desna. What are we thinking here? Do you have something that could attack both of them right now and do lots of damage?
No, unfortunately, I did not take Cleave as my feat. So I will... Okay, so I'm going to attack the northern shadow, the one who has taken more damage.
Yep.
Let's see if we can give ourselves a little bit of breathing room here.
Come on, Crystal Goose.
My to hit is low because of all my strength damage.
Yeah, we'll just roll high. Roll super high.
15?
I think that's a hit.
That is a hit.
Yes!
Oh.
Damage. That was a max damage.
We did it.
16 points of damage, so 8 points of damage to you.
One down.
Yeah!
One down.
We did it. We did it.
Okay.
Crystal Ghost, stay right where you are. You're hot right now.
Well, I want to move to give you room to come in. I have
room to come in.
But here's the thing: are both you and Karazor at 6 or less strength?
I'm at. I'm at 9 strength.
Okay.
So if I take a 5,
I am at 6 strength.
A max damage hit kills Karazor.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to set up a flanking situation to improve the 2 hits of those of us who have strength damage. Okay, I'm just gonna take a 5-foot step. It's like that should leave an opening for Alfonso to get it.
Also, are incorporeal creatures immune to being flanked?
Oh, I don't know that.
They're immune to sneak attack.
Yeah, but then you get the bonus to hit.
I don't know.
Regardless,
many areas.
The Crystal Ghost will...
I have the thing up. I'll look when it gets to that. You know they're immune to sneak attack, Joe?
Yes.
Or you just feel like, is this a Joe confident lie?
It has no physical body. An incorporeal creature is immune to critical hits and precision-based damage such as sneak attack.
There you go. All right.
But you can still flank
wait a minute. It says unless the attacks are made using a weapon with the Ghost Touch special weapon quality. I don't think that Ghost Salt counts as Ghost Touch technically. I think it just allows you to hit incorporeal creatures for a round, but...
Regardless, the crystal ghost will slide to her right to try to create an opening to get some reinforcements in here.
It's the Shadow's turn. The Shadow's turn. Can either attack Crystal or Karazor.
The most amazing thing is I have full HP. I'm so close to death.
Pretty sure all of you do. Let's roll an old D4. 1, 2, Crystal Ghost. 3, 4, Karazor.
Come on, 1, 2.
Everybody do the dinosaur.
Come on, 1, 2. 1, 2.
Went out of the box.
Oh, man.
I was trying to do the no-look toss. I can't do it. 2.
Yeah. All right.
Crystal Ghost.
We got this. We got one round to finish this thing off.
Out of the box. I'm pulling a Grant. I'm all fired up. 7 to hit.
Miss.
What?
Natural 3.
Man. I think it's just that the Crystal Ghost is so fast. So can't catch her.
Yeah, natural 3, 7 total to hit. I am going to. I'm going to stay. Yeah, I'm going to stay right there. Yeah, it doesn't behoove me to. No, you know what? I'll 5-foot step here, right in between the Crystal Ghost and Karazor, just to kind of keep my back against the wall. And it is now Alfonso's turn. Alfonso, you're 10 feet away. This thing's still on the stairs. You can hear the footfalls of Braven huffing and puffing as he runs off into the night.
That was such an amazing step that you just took.
It was so good.
An amazing step.
Why do you like that step?
You're about to find out. Alfonso pulls the last very point of his weapon over the fire and sees the shadow walk right up to him, closing the distance which he needs to cover to get to it. He looks up and says, "You've come just in time." Pulls out the blade, 5-foot step up. Move action, draws a potion. Swift action, drinks the potion. Because I don't need to move any further because you moved up there.
Does that provoke?
You could drink before the fight.
Yeah, sure, yeah. It provokes. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. By all means. Good luck.
17.
Hit.
2 points of strength damage.
Pathetic. Drinks his vial of true strike.
Yes.
And plunges this incorporeal rapier into the heart of this
Don't
beast.
roll in that one. Don't roll in that one. Oh my, there's absolutely no way.
Natural one. Natural one. I spent 3 rounds getting that attack ready. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have to stop screaming. I'm going to wake my children. I'm shaking with rage and fury.
That is amazing. Joe, I'm sitting here before I even knew what you were gonna do. I'm like, whatever he's gonna do, he's gotta roll to hit. Whatever he's gonna do, he's gotta roll to hit. And he natural. I mean, what did you do in life? What did you do that the gods have cursed you so? That's $50 to direct relief, by the way, if you're following along at home.
Oh yeah, that's the good news. That's the good news.
Amazing.
God damn it!
Joe, my wife texted me that we're being too loud. She can hear you screaming.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. So, I'm going to call that a miss. But you are, do we have any fumble? Do we have any crit fumbles for named characters like Alfonso?
Oh, son of a bitch. Are you kidding me right now, you piece of trash human being? You are such an asshole deep down in your heart of hearts.
Look at skin. I'm soaked. I'm sweating. I'm so laughing so hard. Oh my god. Oh my god.
God's sakes. All right, this one from our buddy Steven Krieger
Hey,
from
Steven.
South Dakota. Steven, what's up, man? Steven, the good news is, the good news is, I'm making sure this is a fumble. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it probably
The
is.
good
Here-
news is the damage is non-lethal. The bad news is you really messed up. You grazed your own temple on the backswing and nearly knocked yourself out. Take double damage. Non-lethal. Make a reflex save or fortitude save to take only single max damage. Non-lethal. Jesus.
It's all non-lethal?
Yeah.
That's the good news.
I don't know. There is no good news, Steven.
Joe's the only character that took physical damage this whole encounter.
God's sakes. All right, so my reflex save
Oh
is
my
a
God.
17, so that's against its AC.
Yeah, that's a save. So just max damage.
Yeah, but
non-lethal.
that's 10 points of non-lethal damage.
So you were. It makes sense. You were so confident. So
That was
cocky.
so beautiful. I ruined it, dude. The natural one ruined it. It ruined the moment. It ruined everything about it. It sucked.
Your ruined is everyone else's home run.
Everyone else hates good stories.
People will,
ours.
Joe, your children will watch this 30 years from now. They'll watch that moment and be like, that's my dad.
That's my dad.
The game killed him, but damn it, he had fun playing.
You are right. You said it at the top of the show, and you're right. I don't know why I play. I truly don't. I don't like the game. I don't enjoy myself when I play it. I don't enjoy myself leading up to it or after it, so I'm not really sure why I do it.
That's my dad.
I remember that.
Corridor.
I remember a night 30 years ago when I heard screaming from upstairs. I only found out today when I watched the video why.
I always thought my parents were fighting. No, it was just my dad, angry at himself and the gods.
Oh my god.
Well, it is Karazor's turn, the bravest of the entire party, who has put his body on the line against this creature. Both creatures. There's only one left. Karazor, do you have anything left in you to try and take it down?
Okay, so Karazor, and he's weak as a cub right now.
Oh, yeah.
Again, he lifts his great sword up over his head. He says, I will have revenge for the baffling yet completely predictable failure of my friend! And boom, swings down. 14 to hit?
Flanking.
No, sorry, 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yes.
And you have a magical weapon, so half damage. Will it be enough? It's got to be massive damage at this point.
14 total damage, so 7 halved.
7 halved. It's still standing. But Karazor deals a critical blow in the ebb and flow of this encounter because you have a chance to kill it before it gets back around to its turn. It's the top of a new round. And it's Braven's turn. Now, Braven, you're gone.
Not
You don't know
gone.
what's going on.
You see where I am right on the map. You see where I am right on the map.
I gotta go.
And if the most I can do is walk right back to where I was before, which is right behind Alfonso.
Show me.
Braven descends the staircase as the nude descends the staircase and fires off at the creature with a -4 to hit. Love gunning straight through Alfonso's legs. Here we...
You take a -4, or I just get a +4 to mine.
No, he takes a -4, and you get a bonus to your AC.
Right.
Okay, here it comes. Okay, 15 on the die. The total will be a 17.
And then what is my bonus?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the total is a 19. No, 18. It's final answer.
Final answer 18?
Yes.
And do I get a +4 or a +2 for shooting through someone?
I think it's a +2.
It's not a +4. That's crazy.
It's not that crazy.
Not that crazy. I think it's a +4.
Oh, you do? Okay. We could look it up real quick. I mean, +4 is. I know that's reasonable. I don't know. Remember if it's an ally shooting through a creature gives you +4. So into second edition.
The target. I think it's.
Missing. I'm getting conflicting reports from the Naish. I'm seeing.
It is +4. It is +4. If you shoot through a square occupied by a creature, the target has cover. +4 to AC.
That is a miss.
Oh, bummer.
By inches. But let's be honest. This is a game of inches. Not unlike football, golf, or Inchy Inchy, a game I used to play with my friends.
I love Inchy Inchy.
School playground. That, my friend, was a game of inches. It is Crystal Ghost's turn. No, it's not. Yes,
it is.
Sorry. Looking at another initiative. And then that one was your turn as well.
The Crystal Ghost is going to take a two-handed swing with the longsword. Power attack is on. 8 to hit.
All. I'd say the worst part of this is that it's its turn.
No, it's not. I'm going to 5-foot step. I'll 5-foot step just back. And I'll say, come for me.
5-foot step back, leaving it to look at Karazor and Alfonso. Looks like your classic D4.
We're already playing the death music. It was totally by accident.
It's learning.
This would be a D4. 1-2 is on Alfonso. 3-4, Karazor.
If you roll Karazor, I'm keeping this music going.
I gotta say, my hands are a little tired from all the 20s I've been rolling. So, would someone else roll that D4 for me? Matthew, why don't you? You were the one that stepped back. Can you roll a D4?
Because you are deciding the fate. It makes sense. I like it, Troy.
My hands are, my knuckles are sore from all those 20s I've been chopping out tonight.
D4, you say?
Yes. 1-2, Alfonso. 3-4, Karazor.
No.
I'm sorry, it's good.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 2.
It's not. You rolled a 2. That's Alfonso.
Oh, no.
That's Alfonso.
2 for Alfonso.
All right.
2 for Alfonso.
I withdraw my apology.
No, save it. He'll need it later.
I'll need it later.
Alfonso. Do I have another 20 in me? Do I stick with the hot hand, the hot die? Sure do. 2 20s tonight. Do I have a third one in me? Let's see. I have a modified 20 against touch AC.
Oh, shit.
How does that do?
That'll do.
I'm not even looking. I'm going to say 6 points of strength. No, 2. 2 points of strength. 2 points.
Okay.
We're managing. You got off easy, O'Brien. And it will 5-foot step back. So imagine it's just like moving around and like slowly touching into each of your souls, wisping around the room, and now it just touches you and falls back right next to the Crystal Ghost.
Could you have parried that, Joe?
I don't know. It seems
that doesn't make sense to me. That you could a parry is physically like throwing another attack back.
Well, what's done is done. Are you guys going to get out of this? Because if you get to another round with this thing, if you provoke an AOO, hell, that might be it. It is Alfonso's turn. Alfonso, what is going through your head? You couldn't have been more confident and walked right into what you wanted it to do.
I know, it was right there. I guess I got overexcited.
Yeah.
He was shaking with the blade, this terrifying thing. Wanted to put it out. Knew, even as the magic coursed through his veins, he could not miss. But the magic did not stop him from hitting his own head. I struck true. If only I had not hit my own face. He'll step up.
Stepping up.
Little do you know, though, creature of the dark, that your damage means nothing to me. I cannot even feel it. And he goes to stab because he has absolutely no effects from strength. He could die at 0, but encumbrance, but his attack doesn't go down and his damage does not go down from strength damage. So he's uniquely suited to be okay in this situation.
He's the best.
Feels very confident. And we are doing flanking bonuses. That's what we're saying. We saying that? Okay. Come on, buddy. Turn it around. Turn it around, Alphonse. That's going to be a 18 with the flank. Zony. We're back in business, baby.
Weapon still magical.
Weapon still magical.
That is a hit.
Okay, come on. Finish him.
Give me
out of the box. So excited. Here we go. No, I'm going to give you full damage, Troy. That is 8 points of full damage from my ghost salted blade that I spent 3 rounds salting. It is 8 full points of DiMaggio.
And it's dead.
Yeah! Yeah, it is, baby!
Not since old Inchy. In a game explodes.
What is Inchy?
It's part of a joke.
It's close to Knifey Spoony. They're related.
Yes,
Oh, that was a real thing. I thought it was an actual game.
No, it was just a joke.
Spoken like a Juilliard grad.
Football and this game, and old Inchy was a game of inches as well.
Grant responded so enthusiastic. I thought it was a joke, but then Grant yes-anded so enthusiastically, I believed him. And I was like, oh, you play it in Massachusetts and Texas.
The people who originally enjoyed it hopefully still enjoy it, but those who didn't never will. The joke that is.
Oh.
2 shadows, dead. 4 of you in, I gotta imagine some of you hanging on for dear life.
Not great.
A couple of you hit away from permadeath, from turning into one of those creatures. Just imagine just being a mindless shadow for the rest of your days. But fortunately, you were able to stave that fate off and conquer them. You were left in a room. They don't leave a body. It's not like there's dead shadows laying on the ground. But there is the body of a woman with her neck fucking exploded on the ground. Her eyes up in the back of her head. A door leading to the east in the basement of the chandlery.
Is everyone all right? I feel weaker, but still on my toes. Karizor, you are not looking well. Braven left minutes ago.
No, I am not well at all. I feel bad. And he just slumps down on one knee with his hand on the hilt of his sword. It's like, I am so weak.
Karizor, come to me. And Crystal Ghost will kneel down beside Karizor and pull out a potion of lesser restoration. Say, here.
Oh.
I shall pour this into your mouth. Open it for me. Let me suckle you.
Could you ask that in a less creepy way?
There's a million ways you could have said that.
Right.
Why?
Any chance you could backtrack that?
Why is this creepy? Just trying to save my friend.
Okay.
Lesser restoration does will help with this, right?
I believe so, right? For strength damage. If I open up
absolutely.
a single other window on my screen, my computer.
I mean, it's 1d4. 1d4.
Open your beautiful maw and let me pour it in. As if I am the mother bird to your baby bird.
Are you gonna chew it and spit into his mouth?
This is so erotic.
Now it's 1d2.
I offer him the potion of lesser restoration.
All right, roll a d4 for him.
4.
Oh,
Get the hell out of here.
If that was O'Brien, you would have rolled -2.
I know. That's enormous. Enormous, Matthew. Well done. Wow.
Huge.
Of course, I don't get to drink it myself now, so, yep.
Carizor, you look like you have the strength of a normal human being.
Thank you, Mommy.
Oh, God. I am so weirded out.
The way she like offered it to him. Mommy.
So are we prepared to keep adventuring now, or should we take a break?
I think we need to clear this place. Need to at least take a look at what else is happening here. But first, let me examine this body a little closer. Can I do a perception to see if there's anything we missed in our initial heal check examination?
Sure.
Just to see if there's... That is 17 perception.
Yeah, you find some things on her body. You don't see anything else out of place, per se. Remember, there's just boxes and crates everywhere. If you start looking through them, it's mainly candle stuff, dye, twine. It's all very messy. But on her, you find a set of keys.
Okay.
You find a ring. I always assume that you guys are technically magic, so it's a magical ring. You find 2 magical potions.
Wow.
And a magical torch.
Whoa. That's a lot of good stuff.
Currently unlit.
All right. Can I go through and identify this stuff real quick? Can I do a spellcraft maybe on the
Sure.
on the ring? Spellcraft on the ring. That is a 23.
It's a classic treasure.
Ring of Protezione.
No, more classic than that. Ring of Climbing.
I will take it. Thank you very much.
Get that +5 comp bone on climb chair.
Climb chair.
I didn't even get through the rest of it. Climb chair.
Clybo.
Plus fee combo climb chair. Huge. It's actually it has the deceptively simple appearance of a plain leather cord that wraps securely around a finger, but it gives you that +5 combo on climb chair.
Sweet. All right, then I'll identify the potions. Try another spellcraft. That is an 18.
I believe that will do it. Just want to check to make sure. Yeah, they are identical, and they are 2 potions of Pass Without Trace.
Huh.
Which is fun if you have a friend Trace that you don't feel like letting everybody know is your friend. You go to the club, you pour it on your buddy Trace, and everybody knows that you're with him.
You know, Trace.
You actually have a buddy Trace, don't you?
I do.
Yeah, you do.
Is his brother named Hunter? I bet he has a brother named Hunter. That's such a... Oh, okay.
Only child, bro. Only child.
Oh, of course he's an only child.
It's a good dude. If you're watching Trace, I would never pour this on you. Good man. Pass Without Trace.
If you needed to get across the border into Canada, and you know he's going to get jumped at the border.
We need a potion of Game Without Matthew.
Oh, man. That would really elevate the experience.
I really wish I had an air horn right now. Other way.
That's it? No?
Other way. There you go.
Take it, Matthew.
I'm just sitting
Take
here
that potion. Get out of here.
playing your game.
Take
Your
it.
game.
Was that everything?
There was a magical torch, which I will now identify.
Magical torch.
Oh, maybe I have not seen this before. That is a 14.
Ooh, it is an ever-burning torch. Classic.
Ooh, classic.
Just your classic Pass Without Trace, Ring of Climbing, ever-burning torch.
Wait, so how does an ever-burning torch light? Is it a command word? And then it goes out whenever you feel like, and then lights whenever you feel like? Is that how it works? Or is it burning right now, and we never need a dark vision in
Right when you picked it up. Burst into your hand. Oh, God! It has a continual flame spell cast on it. So, I guess it's just
So there was light
constantly
down
there.
here the whole time, yeah.
No, but like it was buried in her clothes. She had it. She
Smothered.
kept it like a key between her cleavage.
They say it does not emit heat or deal fire damage if used as a weapon, so...
Yeah, so you're searching through, I guess, and you're just like, oh, God! And you pull this thing out. Oh, it's just continual flame. It's fine.
He's holding the flame. Like, look, I experience no pain.
I wish you had made that torch a intelligent, ever-burning torch with a voice and a family, but that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed.
Yeah. All right. So it's lit. And keys. You found keys.
Right. Perhaps we should check in here. Carazor, would you like me to go through the door to the east there? All right, I'll go through. He walks over, and I will again do a quick check for traps. Just a gentleman's peek. 16.
It doesn't appear to be trapped.
That was terrible. That was a terrible roll. And I will try to open it.
Oh, it opens. And a couple of things happen.
No.
Let's take a look at the room to begin with.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
Oh,
gosh.
no.
Oh no.
So-
No. We've made a terrible mistake.
So, here's what happens. You open the door and are just like smacked in the face by light. Light comes pouring out like a huge shaft of light from the opening of the door, blasts out of the room, and you're looking into just like daylight in here, but you know you're still inside. In addition, as you're shielding your eyes, you get this overpowering smell of hot fat wafting through all your nostrils, along with the light. Hot fat. Hot fat. As your eyes begin to adjust to the hot fat light, you see in the front of the room a drying rack on which like candles would be hung while they cool. You form them into a certain shape. I don't know how anybody has profession chandlery. You form into a shape, you hang it there to cool, and then it's ready to be sold to all the candle buyers in town.
I do.
They're like,
You know a lot about
there's two candles connected, right?
I have 2 ranks in profession chandler.
Do you really? Okay. Grant, that's how I've always known it, but I don't know if that's sort of
That's like
standard.
But that's like at the colonial village you visit in like grade school. Like that's how you like buy the wax ones and they snip them in half and they hang them right there. Like they're like a pair of nunchucks until you cut them.
I went there once with my friend Trace, but no one ever knew. That drying rack is broken now, though, and mangled, and it sits in a very purposefully drawn circle on the floor, created from a mixture of what looks like blood and hot fat.
Oh God! Oh, the
Farther
hot
back
fat.
in the room, a furnace emits its own little dim light that is completely overpowered by the other light in the room. And behind that furnace sits several enormous vats, each as tall as a human. Alfonso, you're standing up front. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Percepzione. Oh, there we go. That is a 30 even.
Okay, so your eyes are adjusting, your nose adjusting to the smell of hot fat.
I do have my scent ability going, so it's super intense.
It's amazing you didn't already smell it before you opened the door, but you look in the back.
DM fail.
Is that hot fat? You look in the back, and in the vats, you see like bodies, stasis covered in wax, and it looks like maybe 2 of them are children.
I mean, we solved the mystery already? We just like stumbled into the baddest.
One of the
People are
vats,
awful.
the vat that looks like it's standing like right, like behind it is a set of double doors, is bubbling with hot wax. The ones that have the people in them are, you would assume it's cool wax because they're just standing there frozen, but there's one that's bubbling with hot wax, and behind it is a pair of double doors leading who knows where. In the room, you see 2 humans, a man and a woman. A pale white skin. They don't appear to be Kyals, just like sickly looking. Maybe their necks look a little thick too, now that you think of it. And then floating between them every once in a while, you feel like you see something, like this small, barely visible humanoid creature that's just like pulsating with light. And its features get blurry the more you try to like pick it out. You don't know if it's just a trick of the imagination. You're staring at it. And every time you think you see it, it not only does it seem like it blinks out, but like the edges of it seem to disappear. The more you look at it, the more it starts to blur. And then sometimes you look and there's nothing there. But at the same time, a voice emerges from that area, and you don't see the man or the woman speaking. And the voice says,
"How dare you disturb my work? The Baron will make you pay for disrupting me. Now get out!"
Children frozen in stasis. A man
I'm sorry.
Sickly.
Did you say the Baron?
Yes, I said the Baron. I have the Baron's direct approval to conduct my business here. So if you have a problem, you should take it up with Stepan. Now be gone, lest you interrupt our ritual any further.
I have a friend who's an anthropologist. And she would be a bit curious to know what this ritual is.
What business is it of yours or your friend? I have called forth the mighty satyr Enorex from the Evergrove to the material plane, just north of here, and now we must bring him reinforcements from the First World to join him and I. This is happening, and it will continue to happen. I will not warn you again. Get out! Oh, we will make you get out.
Well, thank you for that explanation. But as I am the Crystal Ghost, and these are my friends, and we stand for justice and truth and goodness, you will have to make us. Most of the time, goodness in generally speaking.
She speaks out of turn and does not speak for all of us. I, for one, am in the employ of the Baron just as you. We have been employed to investigate the appearance of this disease, find out if it is indeed intelligent and how it chooses its victims. It has led us here, and thus you are a person of interest. What you say is true, and you are working with the Baron's permission. He knows everything that is happening here, then that is all well and good, but we will be asking our questions, and you will answer them. Unless you want to come with us back to the manor house to take it up with the Baron directly.
You will leave right now, or you will join the ritual. That is my last offer.
I'm sorry, who is talking?
You just hear this voice coming from
the light
that seems to come out of the light.
Can I do a knowledge check?
Sure.
Knowledge planes? What is this creature? What is? I mean,
you can't really get a good view on it, but I would let you roll a high DC. Not knowledge planes, though. I'll tell you what it is. Oh no! Did I delete my fucking thing?
No, come on.
I mean,
man.
I know historically what the myth creature is. I don't know what it is within Pathfinder. You said a satyr, right?
That's
I know what it's at. I know what a
said
satyr
that it
is.
was calling a satyr.
But what's speaking is not the satyr. What's speaking is who called the satyr, right?
Right.
That is the assumption. Yes, it said it called the satyr Enorex from the Evergrove. All right, I've got it here. Nature.
Nature.
Oh, I have that.
So what kind of creature this may be? That is a 24.
I aid.
26.
So you're studying it there as you're talking,
Have I ever seen anything or heard about anything like this before?
You know, you haven't. But Baron has. And Gormley has. And Lork has.
What?
Even Galabras has.
Is it a will-o-wisp? No.
It is a lurker in light.
Oh.
Oh. Interesting.
My patience is growing thin. Leave now, or you are the next sacrifice.
I'm afraid I cannot leave, knowing that you have killed children. Would you not agree, Alfonso?
The children here, I think this is something we could possibly talk to the Baron about. If indeed they are in the employ of the Baron, then we know where they are. We could come back, make sure this is all legit. As you say, sir, this is completely up to snuff. You have the Baron's permission, yes?
Yes.
And I mean, he's just looking at like how weak we are, and like whatever this thing is, and a satyr, dude. Satyrs are messed up. There's one even nearer around. Who are these two people?
Yes, I have the
They're just standing there.
It's a man and a woman. They look very sick. And the voice says,
Yes, I have the Baron's permission, and the children are alive, but the minute you leave, we shall release them to help Inorex. Now leave so that we may complete the ritual!
Release them means what? Exactly. Back to their families.
No, sacrifice them.
Yes, I'm afraid I cannot leave.
Perhaps you could delay, just for an hour or two. Inorex, I'm sure, is timeless. I'm sure he will not marry.
No, we have wasted too much time. Fane, Wana! Bring them to me.
roll for initiative.
Don't say I didn't try there, Matthew. Well, if
They're
they're
children.
are they
They will be
unarmed? Yeah, no,
sacrificed.
I know. But I mean, shadows are bad enough. And I can't hit a blinking light with a sword. Are these people?
So bad.
I know.
But they're gonna kill kids.
I know. Are the people armed? They're both armed and sickly?
They look like they have like a club on their belt, some like cudgel.
Right.
Nothing too scary. They themselves look scarier than the weapons they have on them. Let's talk initiative. Braven.
Middling, 17.
That is
That's
not
more
middling.
than middling.
That's a
not
13 on the
Are
die.
you using a D100
It's a
system?
13 on the die.
Middling is when you roll a 9 to a 5 on the diagram.
No,
that is middling.
That's your middling. This is my middling.
13?
That's my middling.
13 is like, man, I pop a bottle of champagne.
I know.
Joe's popping fur for 13.
For 13, you get shit.
What is your so your initiative bonus is what?
4.
Okay. God, I can't wait to get rid of these. Okay, great. What about you, Crystal Ghost?
19.
19. Very good. Carizor. And Alfonso.
8 for Alfonso.
8 for
Terrible
Alfonso.
roll. Terrible roll. Not a midland. That's a low.
That's a midland for Grant. And then Carzor's coming back. This is going to be very interesting and very horrible.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to be horrible.
Carzor, what'd you get for a niche?
19 for Karazor.
Oh, that's huge.
That's great.
That's
And,
huge.
I would assume that Crystal Ghost, you have a higher initiative bonus, or should I not assume that?
I don't know. I have a +4.
I feel pretty good about that being higher. Okay. Wow. Skid, you let us know if you have higher than a +4. In the meantime, if you don't, this is the situation. There are vats. One of them is bubbling. Some of them look like they have frozen bodies in them, 2 of which appear to be children. There is a makeshift drying rack that has been completely butchered into some sort of obviously ritualistic situation going on here in the middle. There are 3 doors leading to the south. Did not mention that. And then a set of double doors behind the bubbling vat to the east.
I am not bullshitting you when I say I literally thought it was like a mop closet. Like, we're already in the basement. I was like, it's just one little... No, it's an entire dungeon crawl and under the Chandler. I'm furious.
I gotta say,
Rage.
I mean, Joe, you did push us forward, but it is. I had the same. I have the same reaction though, as far as like I thought, even if it's a module, like we'd be exploring different parts of the city, and there'd be one little encounter here and one here, and we'd have to put it together. But we're such forensic geniuses that we found a piece of wax, and here we are.
Troy picked up a copy of 8-Minute Module. Ways to get your friends to play Pathfinder in 6 minutes.
But we were pushed towards the Chandler as soon as we talked to the Kennel Master.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I think, it's either I'm right or Grant's right. Either this module was meant to be run in 8 minutes, or we are incredible forensic experts.
The choices you made, you didn't have to talk to the Houndmaster. Obviously, he said that he was having an affair with a woman, the baker. And,
we did roll a really good charisma check on him.
Right, you had to get his diplomacy. You could go from indifferent to friendly.
To mention the Chandler,
and to mention the Chandler, and then you decided.
We crushed the perception in the yard.
If you'd attacked the guard and killed him, you might not even have followed up on the lead about his missing daughter. You might have just gone to Shade Row. Decisions were made, and now not all of you will survive. Round 1.
Truly.
Round 1, and all you can see is these 2 people and a blinking light. What do you want to do, Crystal 2?
So the lurker in light ordered them to seize us?
Yes.
The Crystal Ghost will delay.
I'm not going to say that's a bad move. That might be the smart thing to do. Let's wait this out. Let's see what happens. Karazor, what are you thinking?
Karazor is going to charge at the nearest enemy.
Okay.
And try to hit it with my sword.
Okay. You are standing right at the doors there. So you've got I think you can get over there, right?
On a charge, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless there's difficult terrain or something.
Yes.
Just debris on the floor.
I rolled a natural 2, so that is a miss, I'm sure.
Oh, no. No.
You know what? It wasn't a natural 1. Give me the total, because they're flat-footed, and they look sickly, but they're it might be a hit.
He's down 8 strength.
Might not be it.
4 strength.
The total was a 5.
All right.
Way to grind the stream to a halt, Troy.
I had to ask, because my God, if one of these people died, I'd be like, that was a 28 to hit. All right. Oh God.
All right. Well, if Karazor has initiated such a tactic, can I charge the other one from where I'm
initiated sword protocol.
Sure.
All right,
Sigma protocol.
The charge will give me a bonus to hit, right? So it's not the worst strategy in the world. So I'll charge in at the other human.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Might as well go down fighting.
Well, it's a natural 1, so...
Oh my God, we're done. We're done. That's it. I'm out.
No.
Good night.
No.
Well, we know that the Crystal Ghost alter ego is a named character. Joe, I'm going to need a Fumboni.
I should point out, just for the sake of... I don't want to holding myself to account when the fumble comes up. I was using power attack.
And let's also point out, potentially, Troy, this is another chance. Matthew is playing a character that has 2 names, so I think this is a double fumble.
That's true, double Fumboni.
Grant, what happened to that time where I stayed in place so you wouldn't get hit when you were running away like a child?
That was ages ago.
Right.
I gotta go.
Right. In the social media age, cowardice only lasts about 14 minutes. It's
Braven's
completely
looking
forgotten.
down. Braven's looking down at his TikTok. He's like ready to film a Thirsty Thursday type of thirst trap picture. What's up, girl?
All right, this one from Kevin in Montana. It's got a fun title.
Right.
Joe Go Brian.
Oh gosh.
Is that like Aaron Go Bra?
Oh my God, similar theme tonight, Matthew. You accidentally whack yourself in the noggin.
I knew it. I knew it.
You take the damage of the attack.
Power attack.
Oh God.
I was power attacking.
And Joe rolls your D20s for the next 1d4 attacks.
Amazing.
That is the worst fumble I've ever heard. I mean,
That is an OP fumble. You roll my d20s?
oh my God.
That's
Joe
bad.
O'Brien.
That's awful.
Oh,
Joe O'Brien.
Give me triple damage.
I'm so glad Joe didn't get that
Give me
fumble.
triple damage.
I mean, like, why? I mean, why? To quote Joe, why you even play?
Oh my God.
Why me?
I rolled a 7 on a d8, so I take
Oh.
15 points of damage.
Oh my God. Oh my
You
God.
slice yourself open like Lork style. Oh my God.
Joe, roll a d4. See how many rounds you're going to roll d20 for him.
Wait, why does he have to roll the d4?
It's more fun.
Why can you roll it?
Oh no.
Troy.
Two rounds. Could have been worse.
Bad.
2 rounds.
Every d20 roll, though.
No. It's not rounds. It's 2 attacks. 1d4
Oh.
attacks. So I don't roll your saving throws, thank God, or
thank
anything
God.
like that.
Somewhere in there.
You know what, Matthew? You could look not that terrified. Okay? Just relax. I got this. I got
No.
this.
That little
Yeah,
blink.
I could only pray that the odds of you having rolled your natural 1 after casting True Strike and whatever else you did is that you probably will roll a little better.
Oh, God. That was the low point of my career. That was a low point.
That pulsating light where you were hearing a voice, you're still like, now that you and Karazor, Crystal Ghost, you're in the room, you feel like you can kind of see it more, but at this moment it just completely disappears and you don't see it. But all of a sudden you feel something come over you, Crystal Ghost. You feel like a power entering in through both of your ears and reaching up behind your orbital bone. Roll a fortitude save.
I
This is the
remember what
worker in
this.
the light.
Yeah. Doesn't it go invisible and cause blindness?
18.
Okay, you're great.
You just made it. You
Just
made it.
Nice work, dude. That's huge.
You feel
That
this
is
pain
huge.
coming up behind your eyes, and you're like, you strain against it, and the pain goes away. But now you don't see this thing at all. There's light all over the room, but you don't see any trail of this creature whatsoever. Any trace, rather. Pass without trace. It is Braven's turn.
Braven would like to heal the Crystal Ghost, but alas, as the Crystal Ghost charges, that will be impossible this round. However, Braven will move around the door and across from this heinous, sacrilegious symbol on the ground. Actually, we'll get one step closer to the wall to get a clear shot so as to not provide the human that the Crystal Ghost is engaged with a +4 to their AC, but will take a -4 to his attack roll. And he's going to overcharge himself. I realized that I hadn't done this. And take a point of burn in the process, thereby increasing his damage and to-hit roll. Here it comes.
Ooh, doggy.
17 to hit.
17 to hit this woman up top here
Correct.
with the -4. Total is a 17.
Correct.
That is a hit.
Yes!
Good job. Good job.
Minimum snake eyes on the dice. Snake eyes on the dice for a total of 12 points of damage.
You hit her, and she just hits the ground as her head explodes from the shot.
Because she's an innocent. an innocent.
She just lays on the ground.
I just want to
blood
know how the
squirting
Crystal
out of the
Ghost
open
felt
wound.
killing an innocent in our last adventure.
I know. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. Crystal
I
Ghost
didn't-
sort of decides
I haven't
whatever
killed
justice is.
anyone.
Like some sort of vigilante.
I haven't killed anyone. I missed.
I missed. That'll hold up in court.
A guy standing next to Karazor sees this and is like, ah! Just swings out with a club at Karazor. But he actually has to draw the club, which will provoke from Karazor, I believe, right? Drawing a weapon? Oh, no, just
no.
sheathing a weapon.
That's correct.
Okay. So draws it and just tries to hit you feebly and misses with a 4. Just swings right over you. Moving right along, it is Alfonso's turn. One of the creatures is dead, but there is some sort of invisible presence in here that feels very dangerous and intelligent.
Yeah. Now, my 26, with a little aid from Bravester, didn't matter in terms of identifying this thing's abilities or anything like that. Lurker in Light. You said I didn't know anything about it, so you mentioned our other characters, but so I don't know what its abilities are or how
so
it could
rolling
be
over
defeated or
rolling over the 26, I can tell you a few things. Basically, with the bright light in the room, it effectively has greater invisibility. That's one thing you know. It can blend into that light.
Right.
And it gives it the ability to, be able to attack and not appear. You obviously still have perception checks, very difficult perception checks to try and pinpoint its location, but it would still be a 50% mischance, even if you were able to try and figure out where it is. And there's a bunch of pluses and minuses on its stealth based on whether it's moving at half speed, attacking, talking, taunting, or whatever. So that's one problem. I can also tell you this particular Lurker in Light is not like the one you faced in the Vault of Thorns, because this one seems much more intelligent. I can tell you, trying to give you one good, okay. Its weapon can deal poison damage. I don't have any particular weakness to this. It's immune to blindness, and it has DR.
Oh, and you're not telling me what the DR is, the single most useful piece of I know it's invisible, Troy.
Okay, well, it's DR5 cold iron. It's really not going to help.
Oh.
You need to have
what do you mean it's not going to help it?
Do you have cold iron weapens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, if you have cold iron weapons, you're good. Otherwise, you need a +3 weapon to equal.
So it does.
DR.
It does it has a physical body. We just can't see it, and it can be stabbed. We just can't see it.
Sure.
Okay. This creature is a Lurker in Light. It moves about the room and almost as invisible, but it has a physical presence. It can be hurt. If your blades are cold iron, use them. If they are not, throw them in the vat of wax. They are useless. And he will use scent to try to identify where this guy is.
Oh, hell yes.
Where this Lurker is. Do they emit any scent? Do they not have an odor? It's a weird one. I'll admit. If you said no, I wouldn't complain because I don't know the first thing about how these things work.
Yeah, no, it's a good question. I think you're okay. Yeah, I think you're okay with scent.
Okay, so
does that just give you a bonus to your perception, or you just sense its direction?
I take a move action to sense its direction. So I'm standing at the door from where we were talking, and so I get a sense of its direction. So if you want to ping its direction, and then when I'm 5 feet away from it, I know exactly where it is.
Okay. I will just say in the back of the room, but in front of the vats.
The back of the room in front of the vats. Okay. It is back, farther away in the room, in front of the vats. And I can move over the horrifying summoning circle in the middle.
You just can't move through the middle space, so you can move around the outskirts. So like Karazor and Crystal Ghost were able to charge as an angle, but you can't, if you walk through the middle part, it's difficult terrain.
Okay,
That
then
one middle square.
okay, I can get to the other side of the square as a move action. And then, oh man, this is an interesting enemy. This is a very interesting enemy. Will you allow this? Could I move into the room, pick a square in the back, and as I'm moving, pull out a vial of alchemist fire and just throw it?
Totally. I have
back of the ring.
I have the creature on here on the GM overlay. So I'll be honest, if you hit it, you hit it.
Okay, so I'm going to aim for this square.
Okay.
You see that square? So it's 10 feet in front of the vats, next to the blood vat, whatever that thing is. And I need to roll a DC 5, and I get it. So an explosion lands right there of alchemical fire, of alchemist fire.
Okay. If it's an adjacent square from that, does it take splash damage or get a reflex save against splash damage?
Yeah. An adjacent square, it gets a reflex save against splash damage.
Okay. And what is the DC?
I don't know. So
I did this.
say
It's the same.
15.
I think it's 15 to 17. It's in that range because it's the same
Let's
as
just
a
say 15.
tangle burn bag, which I threw that time.
Extinguishing
Crazy.
the flames is 15.
I rolled
The problem is because it's not based on me. You know what I mean? This is like an alchemical item, so it's hard to.
I rolled really, really high, and obviously where this is a splash,
Okay,
the 50% concealment doesn't come into play. So
I don't see anything. Nothing else.
you don't see anything. Yeah, just explode.
Okay. All right.
But you feel confident it's probably not in that spot because you feel like
Yep.
you hit it.
Okay.
Okay. Everyone's okay. Has everyone gone my fucking initiative tracker?
Yes. Well, yeah, I think we all went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Karzo went first. I went
I was
second.
last. I had the worst initiative. The guy went and swung at Karazor.
The
right?
lurker light tried to blind me. Yeah, we all went.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't you hate that when you just like hit back on your initiative tracker and it's gone? You gotta like recreate
Gone.
it from scratch.
Yeah.
God. All right. So you said Karazor went first.
No. Yes, Karazor is the new first actor because Crystal Ghost held until after Karazor went. So
Okay. And then Crystal went after Karazor. And then
Yep.
that is
I'll
correct.
I'll take it from there. In the
And then
meantime-
it's
Braven?
Alfonso.
No.
And then Braven.
And then somehow the crystal ghost gets to go again.
Right.
after the creature went, did it go Braven, then the guy, then Alfonso?
That,
Or the guy?
I think it was Braven, then the lurker, and
Yeah.
Lurker
No,
went
it was Braven, then the guy, then the lurker, right? Because
Okay.
the guy saw the woman get hit and go, ah! And swung it.
It goes Karazor, Crystal Ghost, Lurker, Braven, Guy, Alfonso.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, so it is Karazor's turn.
nice to meet you. My name's Braven Guy
Okay.
Alfonso.
Karazor. Karazor is going to swing again at the guy in front of him. That is a natty 18. That's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
No, 21.
Yeah, definitely a hit.
And
Yes.
that is 18 points of damage.
Same thing, just obliterates this dude.
Murdering
Hits the
citizens
ground.
of the village.
Hits the ground, and I mean, it's not. It doesn't even. You see this fear in his eyes as the weapon comes down and crushes him.
Man.
Crystal Ghost, what do? You see the both of the man and the woman are dead. You don't see the enemy though.
But you see
Right,
both
right.
of the innocent villagers have been killed. They're
killed.
out of your way. On to the next prey.
I didn't touch them once. Sorry, I was distracted trying to figure out just how fucked my character is. But so was Alfonso able to use his scent to identify where the
Yeah,
lurker
I said
was?
he's back in front of the vats. That's all I know. He's out back in the back of the room in front of the vats somewhere. I don't have a
Somewhere.
square pinpointed.
Okay. Oh, you don't have a square.
Yeah, I mean, if you're paying attention to, I threw a bomb in that square, 10 feet away, and it didn't seem to hit anything.
Okay. Can you? And so I'm looking at the vats. And they're all children, or only 2 of them are children? Like
the one in the middle is bubbling. 2 of them have children in them, 2 children, and then another one has 2 adults.
So this one up in the northeast corner has 2 children in them?
Yes.
Okay. The crystal ghost will charge at that vat and swing at it with her sword.
As you charge by,
oh gosh,
a blade comes up and slices at your Achilles.
One shot Achilles. Targeted shot. Very interesting, Troy. Little Pathfinder Unchained rules.
Little Unchained.
Slice right for the tendon. Yeah, prone for 1d4 days.
All right, you run by.
Matthew he thought about it for a second.
It's invisible. +2 to hit while it's invisible. Oh man. Okay. Oh, so much a hit. 31 to hit.
Yep.
Let's talk about the damage. Let's just talk about the damage.
Let's talk about it.
All right. Not bad damage. Really not bad. 4 points of damage.
And then
I need you to roll a fortitude save.
Well, we knew it does poison.
Let me just make sure that it is fortitude here. God, this is so bad. Yeah, fortitude save.
Oh, I never said that out loud to them. I forgot.
That's a 9.
It has a horrible poison on its blade. I forgot to say that.
Well, the initial effect is 1 strength drain.
Oh no.
Oh no. Poisoned by this thing. So 4 points of damage and then strength drains, strength leaking out. Now you don't have that back foot to lean on to get that strength because it went after your Achilles. But yeah, go ahead, run for that vet.
And I guess is it glass because like we can see through it?
No, it's like aluminum.
It's clear aluminum.
Right? No, you can. They're sticking.
They're above it. They're above it.
They're like about to be. Oh, okay.
They're like they're encased in wax above it.
Is there any way I can climb the vat to try to?
I mean, you can reach them just right there. Like the human workers could have reached them. They put them in.
Oh, then I'll grab them and try to pull them free.
Okay, it's going to be a strength check.
A strength check? Yeah, of course it is.
To try and get them out. How's your strength right now?
Oh, I'm at a effective -8. So I'm an effective 8 strength.
Okay. I have the DC of the strength check.
Natural 19. 4 and 18.
Wow! So you grab one of the children's bodies and you actually yank it out of the wax.
Nice, dude.
And as you do so, the wax around it starts to shatter and crumble, and you see that it is a little girl, and she just like breathes in really deeply.
Oh yeah. She's like, "My name is Olia. Save me."
But then you feel something coming up behind you. And we'll see you next week.
Oh, no! Let it play out, dude! Oh, come on!
Everyone is gonna die except the little girl in wax. What a night! We should have joined us for the after party. We got lots to talk about. I need 10 more beers.
This after party is gonna be amazing.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Love you guys. Good night.